Let me now give you some additional folder structure and linking tips to keep you out of trouble. As stated earlier, use a central root folder for all the files of your website. Make sure that all website files get saved inside of that root folder. You'll probably want to create subfolders inside the root folder and put inside of these all related documents. For example, keep graphics files in an images subfolder, images with a lowercase I. HTML documents go in their own subfolder, and so on. It's important that all relative URLs tightly link to all associated pages. This lets you move all linked files as a group to your web server or to any other computer without having to edit all of those links. Simply copy the root folder and then move it to the new location. Also, notice that I have a working files or work files folder. This is outside of the root folder. Here you'll place files that you're working on, say in Photoshop or Flash or Fireworks, that are not finished yet. They're not ready to go into your root folder. When they are ready, publish or copy them to the appropriate subfolder inside of your root folder. Here are some additional directory tips. First, establish a directory structure early in the development process and stick with it. Don't be changing your directory and folder structure after you've started making your HTML pages. Never move HTML files or graphic files out of their initial folders, and definitely never move these files out of your root folder. Keep directory names short. I try to keep mine 8 characters or less, and also use lowercase letters only for all file and folder names. Here are some practical suggestions for handling external links. First, link to the highest level. You'll want to link to the root directory or slash www.mysite.com/ whenever possible. This keeps the address shorter, reducing the possibility of typos or other errors. 2, match the wording of the link with the content of the destination. This will help your viewers determine if they really wish to leave the current page. It'll also help your search engine rankings. It's annoying to hyperlink to a page only to find unwanted or irrelevant information there. Misleading labels confuse users and the search engines. Both will wonder if you really knew what you were linking to. So in other words, if you're linking to new sites, include in the link itself the words new sites. Free content on your website should be linked with the words free content. Next, don't overlink. Unless you are creating a directory or links page, excessive links produces shallow content that's hard to follow. Number 4, use external links judiciously. Show special restraint with links to pages outside of your site. Not only are these pages completely out of your control, but the content there will likely be organized and formatted differently, leading to a potentially disorienting experience for your readers. Number 5, keep your links concise. Link only the most important word or phrases rather than the whole sentence. Long, wordy links are ugly and potentially confusing. Users have no way of knowing whether clicking on the last part of the sentence will link to a different place than when linking on the first part of the sentence. So in other words, keep your links as tight and as concise as possible. Number 6 is avoid the click here syndrome. Advertising your links is unnecessary. Since most links are underlined and colored, readers' eyes will already be drawn to that linked text. Dotting your pages with click here, click there, click here is rather redundant. By the time a visitor reaches your page, they've certainly figured out how to follow a link. Instead, embed your links gracefully into the natural flow of your copy. And my last tip is to maintain consistency in your links. Consistency between related pages makes a site easier to use. For example, keep standard navigation aids in the same relative position from page to page. The easiest way to achieve this sort of structural consistency in your websites is to create templates for your sites and then adhere to them. For example, on the bottom of every page, you might want to have common links such as home, page 1, page 2, sitemap, and so on.